Hey guys, how are you? It's Rosie from Phoenix Rising by DiOr. I'm here to give you your daily vibe and messages for today. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. If you like and share, have some messages to circulate through YouTube, the world, get the message out there for people who actually need to hear it. And if you subscribe, you'll receive notifications every time I upload a video. And if you would like a private reading, please email me at phoenixrisingbydior@gmail.com. Okay, Father in Heaven, Spirit Guide, show me clearly. What do you want me to tell me? What do you want to tell me for today's daily vibe? Okay, Father in Heaven, show me clearly. Cards, sideways. In your head, about heartbreak, about pain, about not communicating with somebody who you thought was the stable one, who was going to give you, who you thought you would have your wish fulfillment with. Okay? It's like I feel like you're going over this, you're mulling over it, because when I read cards differently when it's sideways. Okay, I feel like it's a massive thought pattern, which everything is a thought pattern, but still, it's like something you're going over, something you're thinking about, how something wasn't judged properly, something wasn't dealt fairly, something didn't rebirth possibly in a situation. I always think of her as being the pregnant one. It's sideways. Pregnant one, sideways. I don't know. I feel like something wasn't judged properly. This could deal with somebody who was pregnant, maybe something who lost a baby because it's sideways. Somebody was thinking about having children, possibly. But let's get off the pregnancy topic. It could just be somebody who is not like financially stable, somebody who doesn't know how to properly take control of situations, somebody who maybe you're feeling like something wasn't just, maybe if you were dealing with the court, is like something from the past, maybe this is an ex situation. It's like you didn't grow, you didn't get what you thought you were going to get, things weren't dealt with properly. Yeah, it's like you have no ambition it's like you have no more like there's a lack of emotion now. Maybe it's like you're not going to deal with this juvenile situation on not allowing you to grow. It's something that wasn't dealt fairly to you or the other person, somebody who kept you stagnant, somebody who kept you stuck, somebody who it's like you could never get on top of your game with this situation. It's like you have no more feelings for this. Maybe somebody, either you or the other person, kept you powerless, weak. Maybe they've manipulated you more than you anticipate. This fell on top. Okay. They kept you blinded. I think you're seeing clearly because it fell on top of the sideways card. It's like you're starting to see the truth as to why you've been stuck. Why are you stuck? Is somebody manipulating you? Somebody's using their power over you. It's diminishing your strength. Their power is diminishing your strength. And we actually have the pair here, both sideways, both a little bit distorted here. The King and the Queen of Pentacles sideways. Yeah, they didn't want to work with you. You didn't want to work with them in a situation. You're like, I don't want to be this. I'm tired of being overlooked. I'm tired of being overlooked. Interesting. Why are these few cards flipped? Hold on a second. You needed to go within to heal, to end the cycle of this massive clarity that you've had. Massive tower moment came in. Okay, it's like end the cycle immediately. Something, and it puts you possibly, or feminines, if you are, it's like it puts you in a very distorted place, or masculines, if you're dealing with a feminine right now, it's like you're dealing with a very distorted feminine, okay? Because of whatever happened in the past. You both were stuck in limbo, this pain, this weakness, controlling, not wanting to work together, not allowing you to grow. Something wasn't judged fairly. But the justice is coming in. There was no rebirth, but something will be balanced out. What will be balanced out? What is going on? What is with this balance? Maybe somebody became distorted to balance something out because somebody now is listening to their intuition and it's like, no, I need to grow. I need to evolve. I know I'm going to do things in the right way, in the most nurturing and loving way possible to bring balance, because the towers came falling down abruptly, quickly, harshly, put me into a distorted energy, right? And now things need to be balanced out. Something needs to be dealt with fairly. Because the truth, you're moving on because of the truth. You're moving on to deal with the truth. You no longer want to deal with devil energies. Okay, speak about this. What about this daily vibe, please? Oops. See? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. We had the King and the Queen of Pentacles sideways, and now we have the Loyal Heart sideways. It's like, were you really loyal? Was this really a loyal situation? Were you really both loyal with each other? Could be two people. Maybe you were not really both loyal with each other. Maybe you were distorted in some way and they were kind of distorted. You both weren't committed with each other. This wasn't truly stable. This really didn't, maybe it had the facade of being this illusion of happiness on the outside, but it really wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't. This didn't give you what you expected. All it did was keep you stuck in anxiety, feeling like you can't breathe. Okay, you need to stand in your power and be who you're meant to be. Stop wasting your time. You need to go the distance. Don't worry about finishing things up. Don't worry about tying up loose ends. All right, you need to think about not mending a situation. Think about this not mending. Why? Why are you saying this? Why should you think about not mending? Because that's how it's supposed to be. Sometimes things are just meant to happen the way they're meant to happen, right? There's no cleaning this up. You need to manifest. You need to create not regenerating this past cycle and take a leap of faith forward into a new life. Because all that glitters isn't gold. All the pretty little illusions, all the pretty little facades isn't really reality, right? Back to life, back to reality. It's like, maybe. And I've been going through this over and over, this final countdown, and no longer want to deal with devil energy. And now that I put the card in this, the deck in this way, deck this way. It's like you've been in devil energy and battling. You've been battling with this devil energy. You don't want to deal with it anymore. It's like, don't want to take this leap of faith, this new life, because of the illusions. Because there's too many illusions around you. Too much fake shit. Fake pretty faces. Let's paint a pretty face, right? It's like the masquerade. Let's wear the mask. Let's wear the mask that is already painted on with the smiley face. Even though you remove it and there's something very different underneath. What's underneath? It's time to not regrow, not regenerate the false illusions. So don't manifest, don't think about reigniting a life of falsehood, okay? Imagine being you. Envy. What's the envy card? Envy. And it's funny because if you look at both of these cards, all that glitters isn't gold, and envy, it's like gold. This is a city of gold. Don't envy the gold. Don't envy the coin, possibly. Don't envy the things, the false illusions that look better. Your anxiety over envy. Yeah, see? It's like you're maybe envious of somebody having more than you and you having less. But you've made a decision now. You've come to, maybe this is the thing that's held you back from making the choice. The coin, the almighty dollar. right? It's a new life of all that glitters isn't gold, right? And we've been talking about this a lot lately, the simple life. You know, just because you have a pocket full of money doesn't mean you're happy. See? Don't be deceived. Don't deceive yourself anymore. You've made a choice to not deceive yourself. You've made a choice to see the truth. You know, and my daily vibes, I always feel like Spirit guides me to, it actually triggered a memory and a thought process. It's time to think outside the box, time to be more creative about what life can really be like. Back to my thought pattern here, because God triggers memories for me for a reason, to come and tell you guys, okay? When I was with my soon-to-be ex-husband, we had this illusion of an absolutely beautiful life. We had a nice house. We lived in a very prestigious area with affluent people, right? It was an illusion. But the thing that's really triggering to me is what I'm wanting to say is, now I'm living in a very small one-bedroom apartment with my 3 kids. There is something that I'm seeing the contrast with, and this is what I think Spirit is wanting me to tell you with. We had this big, beautiful home. It wasn't like a mansion, but it was a nice, beautiful home. It was large. We all had our space, right? What ended up happening was it removed the sense of family because we were so distant from each other. Now we're so confined, we are actually more of a family unit in a smaller place. So I guess Spirit wants me to tell you that, you know, like money isn't everything. Yes, it gave us everything that we wanted, or money will give you what you want, but then it's going to remove it in another aspect. It actually is more work to bring a family unit together when you're so spread apart. But when you are confined to a tighter spot, so I think Spirit, so if you're worried about, like, you know, your situation changing, they're saying don't. It may look like it's not a blessing, but it's actually a blessing in other ways. Does that make sense? Okay, so the Spirit is saying, don't deceive yourself. Be creative. And you're coming to this place of making a choice, of no longer being, dealing with the false illusions of everybody having more than you. It's saying, like, it's time to walk away to your personal healing and appreciate everything you have right now in your life, and you being appreciating of yourself, okay? You made a choice to end a union that wasn't holy. It wasn't a blessed union. It wasn't pure. Okay, you know this now. It wasn't a pure union. All right, this doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be a work relationship as well. This can be a sibling relationship, parent to child. It could be so many things. A friend relationship. It could be just you leaving a situation. All right, but whatever it is, it's saying this is a broken union. All right, it wasn't a spiritual union. I think you know this now. You're coming to some kind of clarity that you know this was not a spiritual union. It was a toxic union. It was a toxic union. It was a union in devil energy. It was a union of battling, constantly battling with devil energy. So maybe like you guys were good or things were good, and it would constantly bring you back to devil energy, back to devil energy, back to this codependent, fear, ego-based thinking, okay? Ego, money. This is all about, there's a lot of money on the table, so maybe that was what it was about. You need to go within and think and release yourself from this weakness, okay? From this weakness of not having everything you wanted in this past situation. Go within. You need to think. 2 cards that I resemble of thinking. The thinking woman, the man thinking, okay? It's like rest, go within, think, contemplate, realize you need to release yourself from this weakness, right? Because fear-based thing. The devil energy is weakness. It's allowing whatever consumed you to consume you still. Okay, so you need to get out of that way of thinking. Okay, see, there's no love in the past way. This deceptive, false reality of a union. All that glitters isn't gold. On the outside, the facade is beautiful, and the inside, it was dark. It was dirty. Okay, what else, Spirit? There's no hope for that past situation. I don't like saying there's no hope, right? But if you were hoping for things to maybe resolve, they're saying no. Okay, that's 2 sacral chakras. 2. It's like this sacral chakra is for a lot of different things: your sexuality, your creativity, right? Your birthing, right? This past situation wasn't in union with who you are as a person. And because it wasn't balanced, right, it kept you in a loss. You were always at a loss. You were always dealing with pain. And it's funny, because if I remember correctly, yep, heartache and loss. And what is the 3 of Swords? It came sideways. Heartache and loss. And heartache and loss. Both sideways. It kept you in this state of heartache and loss, in not being in union as what you were supposed to be as a person. This financial thing, if you were staying in a situation because of finances, it kept you blocked from being who you really were, right? Because you're like, well, I don't need to do more. It actually probably removed all your hopes and dreams. There was no hope of you becoming who you were meant to be, being stuck in this past situation. There was clearly something that you needed to learn. There was a lesson here that needed to happen. Aware of the power. You needed to become aware of your own power, guys, and bring balance into your heart chakra and into your life, okay? Very profound messages here from Spirit. Healing. Hey, Deja, my little baby on the floor over there. What is the healing messages? Not an actual baby, my dog, my puppy. I call her my baby. Healing messages, please. It's kind of funny because it's kind of just what I just said. Soul cage, rescue, escape from captivity, and resurrection. It's time to rescue yourself from this prison that you've allowed yourself to be in. Okay, it's time to escape and be who you are meant to be. Rise above. Put your nose out of the water and breathe again if you feel like you've been drowning. Rescue yourself. I think Spirit's been trying to show you. See, I said Spirit's been trying to show you. You have people, you have loved ones from your past. They've been trying to tell you this. They've been trying to show you signs that you need to escape. You need to rescue yourself. You are aware now. It's like you know you need to be stronger. You know you have the power to bring the balance back into your heart and into your life and to balance yourself off. You know this. They've been telling you. It's time for you to escape. See? You just didn't, you couldn't see. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. Okay? Stop being so cautious. So if you're like needed to dot every I and cross every T, they're saying stop. What is that thing? And I always forget it. It's almost like, it's like a saying of like, oh, fake it till you make it. That's it. Thank you, Spirit. Fake it till you make it. It's time to fake it till you make it. Don't be so cautious. Just do it. Because you're not seeing things clearly. You're not manifesting. You're not following what you want. You're not rising to the surface like you're supposed to. All right? It's time. It's like you're still in a cocoon. Okay? But it's time to rise up. And I'm sorry, the card was face down. Surge in your power. Rise in your power. And I said, it's time to rise up. And I turned it. I was like, oh my God, of course it's the card I'm actually saying. It's time to rise. You're in the cocoon. You have been in a cocoon. You've been in your mother's placenta. You've been in the universe placenta. Okay? You've been allowing yourself to be protected by the exterior forces of the universe. You're trying to. They're saying, stop. Stop. Okay? Rise. You've got this. You've got this. Whatever this is, you've got it. What else? Falling in love, kissing the divine in another, in yourself. All right? So it's time to fall in love and to see the beauty of love. And again, about healing your heart chakra. Maybe you've closed your heart off for so long. It's like, it's time to see the beauty of being in love. It's almost like saying, and I'm not a fairy tale kind of person. I think you guys know this. It's almost like saying, it's time to see the fairy tale in love. It's time to see that those things do exist if you allow it to exist. What else, Spirit? What else? Okay. What else is here? Oh my God. Beauty and beauty. We literally got beauty and beauty back to back. Beauty. The beauty. Okay? Integrity of form and spirit. Okay? So it's like real, and this is like a duality. It's like, this is how I'm reading this right now. Your inner beauty and your outer beauty. Let your inner beauty, your inner strength, your inner balance, your inner awareness, birth, let this come into union, come into balance with yourself. Allow yourself to rebirth who you were truly meant to be. And listen, sometimes we don't even know who we're truly meant to be. Right? You're procrastinating on letting go, not healing, rejection and pride. It's almost like you're procrastinating on letting go because you don't want to heal the rejection that you've had in the past. And it's like you're standing in your devil energy. That's being devil energy. It's like you're too prideful. Like it's almost like you need to be proud of who you are, but you're too stuck in your pride to heal from the rejection of the past. So it's time to accept the rejection of the past. Rejection is God's protection. Okay, guys? Rejection is God's protection. If somebody rejected you or something rejected you, it was God's way of telling you it wasn't okay. It wasn't good for you. It was the devil. It was the devil energy. Rejection is God's protection. Okay, guys? I don't know why God is bringing me to this deck, but I will go here since he's guiding me here. See, not healing. Healing in reverse 2 times because of hidden truths that you don't know. The hidden truths. Not healing because of the hidden truths that you don't know. I need clarifiers. What are the hidden truths that you don't know? Don't know. That all hopes and dreams were lost with this past situation. Because you were expecting someone to come in and offer you a breadcrumb of love. And you were okay with the breadcrumbs and a commitment. that made you go out and look for more and stand in your power because you knew you deserved better. It was almost like you were waiting for this person to come in and offer you this commitment, to finally accept you for who you are, finally see the divine. There's 3 threes on the table. 1, 2, 3, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, guys. And I see another 3, 3, 3, 3. So look it up if you don't know the meaning. Off the top of my head, I don't remember it. But I always think of it as the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's like you were waiting for this divine order. And the Hierophant is divine order, honestly speaking, right? So it's like you are waiting for this divine order to come in. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? To come in, and you were waiting. It was almost like you lost hope in all of this. Like you wished so much that you wanted this past situation to come in and offer you a true commitment. You were waiting for this, for them to finally accept you for who you are. Ow! It's so funny. My puppy just bit my foot. But I think reality bit you in the face. This is never going to lead to the happy home. This is never going to lead to the happy union. Stop procrastinating your healing because you were rejected in the past and you're too stuck in your pride. Okay, Spirit, closing messages for today's vibe of the day. Closing messages. Yeah, and I said, ow, you know, the truth hurts. Sometimes a pinch and sometimes a lot more than that. Maybe you had a dose of reality. Spread your wings and fly, guys. You are safe. Funny, this is exactly the 2 cards that came out in my Facebook Live today. Okay, guys, 11 late. I'm going to upload a few videos. That's why I didn't go live today. I'm trying to do more of my daily vibes recorded, even though I love the interaction. I'm going to try to figure something else a little bit differently because my lives don't get uploaded soon enough. It takes about 12 hours to upload my lives for some reason. You would think it would be an instantaneous upload, but it's just not. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to try to work on a different forum in my AdSense to do like a group of people who really enjoy doing the one-on-one communication. So when we do this live, we can actually communicate. But for those people who don't have the time to sit there for an hour, at least this is 27 minutes. It's a lot shorter. Okay, guys, love and light. Bye.